I just found this PIXLR because it's nice that I believe it runs on Chromebook, so you don't need to download anything. And it has a lot of similarities to Photoshop. So I'm going to click on the advanced PIXLR thing here, and it's going to ask me a question like, do I want to create new, or at least it's got the option. So I'm going to create a new one. People, I would just use this one right here, full HD. It's 1920 by 1080. If you just click on that, or hit create right here, click on the background too, and just leave it a white background, okay? And it'll help. Hit create. That's wrong. That somehow got wrong. Actually, I want to change the width and stuff. Let me image size, canvas size. Let me make this different. I'm gonna make this the 1080 and this the 19, whatever, let's say 1500. Let's see if that works better. So you want to have a piece of paper that looks like a regular sheet of white paper, okay, like a notebook paper for your product ad. I am going to go over and start dropping in a couple things. We're going to make an ad for Gatorade here. So just watch what I do here, okay? I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to type in guy drinking a bottle of water, okay, and see what I find. This is perfect, okay? So wherever, right? This guy's smiling, he's just drinking, kind of a far shot. Let me scroll down. Okay, look at that, a giant bottle. This is kind of funny. So there's an old guy drinking a bottle of water. It's kind of funny. So let's just stick with, let's see here. You guys want the water falling in the bottle. There's pretty funny pictures in here. I don't want to stick around with this too long. Some of these are, okay, let's just stick with this one. See if that's going to work. Take this image and I'm going to drag it to the desktop. And then from there, I'm going to drag it to, I want to get a couple things going here. Let me just get a Gatorade bottle. Or since this bottle he's got is not so, let me just say Aquafina bottle. So maybe I'm making an ad about Aquafina. Aquafina bottle. I'll change it up here a little bit. Aquafina bottle. So there's an Aquafina bottle, and there's a JPEG, and let me say Aquafina logo. Hello, GOG logo. All right, this is perfect. All right, I'll stick with this one here, and I'll drag this over here. So I got three things that I'm going to drag over to my, and then also I'm going to say stick with that Great Wall thing. Great Wall of China. We all know that. And then I'm going to go images, and I'll just take this picture here, and I'll drag it over here. So now I've got my elements, okay? Now I'm going to go back to the photo editor, and I'm going to drag this in, and I'm going to add to current. So there's a picture of China. Now to zoom back, I'm going Command minus. On your PC computers, it would be probably Alt key minus, back up, okay? And then I'm going to stretch this picture a little bigger so it fills the whole screen, okay? Done. Now you notice it's got a layer right here. I can turn it off and on, okay? Now, I'm going to set my timer for about 10 minutes and try not to talk for more than about 10 minutes, okay? So there we go. And then that'll be about the extent of our lecture today. We've only got about 4 or 5 people in here, but I will post this, which doesn't mean if I post it, I don't want you to, blow my demos off, because I like to talk to you guys, okay, just to get to know your backgrounds and stuff. It's really interesting for me, and I think it's good for you to talk to your teacher, okay? So there's the background. You saw how I did this. If you haven't started this project today or yet, please start it today, because I'm not going to lecture tomorrow, and I'm going to lecture on Friday, and I want you to be wrapping this thing up by, you can work on it over the weekend, but I'm going to say try to get this done by Friday. If not, by Monday, have it posted by Monday, because next week we're going to work on a travel ad. Probably kind of why I keep, using this great wall as my background. But here we are making an ad about Aquafina. So Chris, good morning. You see you guys just dropped in. I'm working with PIXLR. I made a new file that was like, I can show you again how I did that, but the size was about 1080 wide by 1500 tall, new file. I got some pictures off the internet. I dragged them to the desktop. Now I'm dragging them in here. And what I like about this program is that it says, do you want to add this picture to your current project? Yes. So there's this guy, right, just drinking a bottle of water. Now, as I scale him up, he doesn't have any legs, but that's okay. Let's say I had a picture of him with legs, but for this case, I'm just going to be showing you how I would cut him out and add a bottle and add a logo. So here's that. Here's the bottle coming in, and again, add to current. We're going to deal with this in a minute. And here's the Aquafina logo, drag it in, add to current. And here's the Aquafina logo, huge and honking huge. Drag it over here and put this somewhere maybe up on top. And then we can set some type later. So the task at hand is to cut this guy out, right? I don't need that background. Now, there are, and I'm a little bit rusty at this because I haven't really played with the software yet. I think if can I make this brush size a little bit bigger? How we can. There's the brush size, and there's the size, okay. And it's a softer edge. You can make it softer or harder. So in this case, I probably want it just a little bit soft, and then come back over here and start to erase. So I'm erasing this guy. Not this guy, but this thing. If I want to turn off the layer of the Great White Wall, or the Great White Wall, the Great Wall, and turn off some other things that are in my way. So I'm just going in with a big brush, and then I'm going to zoom up, Command plus. I'm going to change the tip size of this thing so the size is smaller. Then come back over here and erase some more. So it's kind of a sequence. Now there's probably a magic wand tool that would work, but let's try it and see. Where's the magic wand? There's probably a magic wand tool in here. And here it is. If I click right here, my tolerance, I'm going to change it to like 5. And then click over here and see what it does. Okay, it's not bad. Let me change it to 10 and see what it does. And see how it's not grabbing everything so well? Because there's a lot of stuff in here. You can try it if you want. I'm thinking your eraser tool is going to be faster. If this was all a solid blue or something or green, it would be better. So I'm going to say don't bother with that, using that tool. Just stick to your eraser tool, which was, my eyes are a little bad. There it is. Just go in here and erase it like this. Now this is where you got to take your time, and you just got to, I just go a little bit, zoom up a little bit, okay? And when you get close to the head, I'm going to change this to a little bit smaller size, and then come over here and even smaller, okay? And then zoom up on this thing, and then just take your time. Now, I don't think they have a history in here that shows, oh, they do have a history. Look at that. So if I make a mistake, look, see I made a mistake? I could go back in time and undo it. So just take your time, go in here, erase carefully around this guy's head, okay? And this is the demo for today, just showing you how to very carefully, using different brush tips, erase the background out of this guy. Now, to put an Aquafina bottle in here will be a little bit challenging. If you want to go out and take a picture of a friend of yours holding the product, whether it's a Gatorade bottle or Aquafina bottle or whatever, that's your choice, right? I'm just showing you a technique because a lot of times, oops, there's my history. Helps my history there, my undo. So I'm just taking my time, zooming up on this thing, and doing a professional job, because I couldn't use the magic wand tool, and erasing carefully, because I am going to go in here and try to deal with this bottle now in a second. And let's just say I go and I erase this bottle right here a little bit, okay? Knowing that I'm going to try to put in a different kind of bottle, okay? And I'm not going to bother all this right now, but let me go find that bottle right now. Okay, so I'm going to back off and show you how I would tackle this bottle. All right, if I can find it. Okay, there's the bottle. Come up here. Looks like I can, hopefully I can turn the bottle. Now, if I turn on the Great Wall picture, sure enough, the Aquafina bottle, this will work well with this tool here, people. It's the magic wand tool. Click on it. See how I grabbed all the white, and I can change the tolerance. Maybe it'll be a little bit better grab. Let's try it here. Maybe not. Let's go back to like 7 and deselect, select, deselect. Click there. That's not bad. Let me just delete it and go select, deselect. Okay, there's the bottle. Now I think I can rotate this thing somewhere. Aspect, this is rotate right, rotate left. And that's like way too much, but it's getting close. And I'm going to shrink this guy down. And I want to rotate it just in real time. And I've got to figure out how to do that to get this to kind of get in here and match. Like where can I, this is where I want to know where I can real time zoom up on it. So you kind of see what I'm doing here now. I'm going to be trying to get this bottle to rotate and get in here so that it's about the same size as the other bottle. It's got the Aquafina logo on it. Image, rotation, but see, it's giving me these, I want to do like a real.
I've been trying to do the wand and it hasn't been working for me.
Can you get it to rotate like in real time? There's got to be a way to rotate this. Free? Oh, there it is. Is it free? I think I got it. I got it. It's right here, free, if that's what you were trying to help me with. So I clicked on, well, either way, the word free right there is the trick, just to be able to rotate it like that. Okay, guys, so that solved that problem. Going in here now. So I probably need to see, okay, what do I want to do here? Rotate it some more.
Oh my God.
So do the best you can to kind of cover up the old one. Okay, and then if I zoom up a little bit, see what's missing here. Clean up the hand a little bit, and that's getting pretty close. That doesn't always work that well, but I would say the first thing to do would be get rid of, with your eraser tool, people. Erase. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know how to cut the background out. Like it's not working for me. The magic.
I'll help you. I'll help you in a minute. You can go to present mode, and I'll show it. After class, or after I hang out with people, I'll let people drop off, and I'll help you. So hopefully this helped. Where's my guy at? My guy is. Which one is my guy? That's my guy right there. So erase the tool, or not the tool, but erase the old bottle. Okay, get it away from his face. Zoom up. Okay, take your time. Do a nice job with this. Okay, we're going to cover up his where the blue bottle is going into his mouth. Watch what you're doing around his hands. Change the tip. There's my timer. I've done enough on that. Go back to your bottle, which is here, and move the bottle to where it should go. And it's getting pretty close, you know. I mean, this tool is not bad, but you know, if we call this a comp, and I know Chris is getting into working with clients and stuff. If they said, hey, give me a rough idea or a pretty clean idea of how this ad could come together without being 100% perfect, this would get the idea across. It could be considered a storyboard. Okay, so I showed you how to use different brush tips to erase the background. I showed you how to use the magic wand tool for this, and I'll show, is it, who needs help with that? Is it Mikhail?
Yeah.
I'll help you with that in a minute. And then the logo itself came in without a background in it, and I could scale it down. And then for setting type, people, you have to tell me how much this thing costs. You know, buy one Aquafina, get one free. Maybe they have different flavors nowadays. I don't know. Different size bottles. Buy a 6-pack, special fall discount for back to school, whatever. So you want to tell me about the product. Tell me what's great about Aquafina. Is it spring water? Is it purified water? Where does it come from? What makes it better than others? Is it the price point? Say something about the product, right? You can't just have a logo and somebody drinking it and the price. You're also going to need to have a website, okay? So if you looked at those samples I posted up on our assignment area, you could see what people have done, and I've just told you again what I expect. Okay, I'm not going to demo tomorrow. Tomorrow is your work day. Get as much done as you can. Email me questions. Friday, we'll see where we're at. You can post it on Monday. We'll talk about an ad that I want you to do for a travel ad on Friday.